Morning. Who's ready for a workout? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Harry's HIIT. This is the workouts for outside so that workouts at home so that you can get outside. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me just take a sip of coffee to really make this official. Good morning, everybody. Good to see you. So, for those of you that have watched my last week's video, yes, I have fallen, but I did get up, and this finger is looking good. Just FYI, it's fine. I've been able to rehab it. I'm back to doing handstands and pull-ups, so that's nice. It is still kind of tender in some spots, but all in all, pretty okay. Let's get back to the workout. So today, what I want to do is Tuesday and Thursday workout, but I want to make sure that you're getting everything that you need. So I'm changing it up. One of the actual big things, one of the things that actually really help everybody that is training is changing up the routine a little. I'm going to do a Tabata, a traditional Tabata today for our workout, which is 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 8 rounds. So we're going to do an exercise, and we're going to probably alternate 2 exercises whenever we're doing these exercises, and we're doing 8 rounds. What does that mean? That means 20 seconds on, like let's say we do burpees, 20 seconds on, take 10-second rest, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. So we do it in that sequence. This is, again, one of those things where we need to give you the pace that you can do. I personally think Tabatas work you a little harder than the circuits that we've been doing, but I also think the circuits are a lot easier so that it's more palatable for people. So it's important that you trust yourself and give yourself the best workout that you can by giving yourself that pace. Okay, so we'll start off today with our workout routine. Or sorry, we'll start off today with our warm-up routine. It still hasn't hit my bloodstream yet. We'll do our warm-up routine, followed by our workout, followed by our core, and then finishing up with our cool down, which is ending on the ground in Shavasana. Now, I get it. A lot of people want to just come in and they don't want to finish it out all the way out. That's totally fine. Please remember, and this is why I'm saying this at the beginning, cooling down is such an important part of working out. I'm very guilty for many years of not cooling down. I'll tell you that right now. I for many years just sucked at cooling down. I just didn't do it. It helps so much. Your body's gonna get less sore. You're gonna have yourself acclimated better to um, to your daily routine, whatever the next thing that you're gonna do. It's so important, and it also is better for like your body to be able to get back into that parasympathetic. Because what we're doing when we're in working out our body is we're stressing our body out. So when you're stressing your body out, you need to put yourself back in that balance. So that's why we have the Shavasana at the end and also the cool down at the end. I hope you guys enjoy that. So Tabata, we only have 5 rounds, which means that's really only 20 minutes. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and you have 8 rounds. That's 4 minutes. Then you get a 1-minute rest, and then you repeat to a different exercise. We're going to try to move as fast as we can today, as it's a fast-paced class. So I hope you guys enjoy. Hopefully my internet doesn't cut out. I've tried to shift around my router. Hopefully this looks a little better as well. I'm going to try to do a little bit more with the camera work in here. I appreciate you guys coming on, and I hope you enjoy the workout. So let's start y'all off with our neck rolls. Big circles right here. And change directions. Let's put on some tunes, shall we? When you're doing your neck rolls, just let your neck relax. What does your neck want to do? Right? Only go that far. Now let's go shoulders up, roll back, and back around. Up, roll back and back around. Hold on. Let me get into my internet here. Okay, circles up, roll back and back around. Oh yeah. Feel those shoulders. I'll change up your warm-up routine as well so that you have a little bit more depending on which day we're on. Change directions. These are always so good to get your warm-up routine so that you can start your day off right. One shoulder at a time, one, and then the other one. One, and then the other one. One shoulder, and then the other one. That's it. Change directions. One, one, two, two, three, three. Yeah. Big circles. Oh, yeah. Change directions. Now we're going to go one arm at a time. Let me get my one arm. Change directions. And then switch sides. Oh, now let's go and do inside, outsides, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, and switch directions. Outside, inside, outside. Change. Inside, outside. Change directions. Yeah. All right, let's do our elbows. So all the way here, then rotate to the other direction and pass it, and then come back around, receive, pass, and then receive. Change directions. Give it a little liquid. Lead with your elbow. Change directions. Kind of like doing that little pump right there. Yeah. Now grab your thumbs like so, and then we're going to go back behind you. Reach back behind you. Change directions. All right, let's paint that wall. We'll go up and back down. Up and back down. Up and back down. Let's go circles. Nice. Change directions. Really important when you're doing those circles to really just let those wrists lead. Shake it out. Let's do our fingers. When we're doing our fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Pinkies. Really focus on isolating as much as possible. You see the other fingers moving. I'm like, don't move the other fingers. Don't move them. Try to move them. The ring finger is really the hardest one to not move your pinky. But your pinky is really hard to not move all the other fingers. The more you can isolate, the better you're gonna get at these. The better your control of your dexterity is gonna be. Yeah. So we're gonna go fingers. Yeah. Let's do this. Open. Yeah. Open. Open. Shake it out and then close. close, close, close. Shake it out. All right, let's move our thoracic spine. So your thoracic spine rounds as if someone just punched you in your chest. Reach your arms out in front of you. Reach, 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 and then grab back behind you and reach up to the sky as you push up and lift that chest up to the sky. Round. And then grab and reach. Round. And then look up and reach. Oh, yeah. Round. And then look up, reach. Now let's touch our forearms to our thighs. Excuse me. So touch, touch, and background. Touch, touch, and background. Change directions. Oh yeah, so good. I'm gonna do one more bonus one. Change directions. All right, we're gonna go hip circles. Oh yeah, do that hula hoop. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that hula. That's what that is. Change directions. Get those hips open. All right, let's do our leg swing. Front to back, front and back. Let's do 10 of these. Keep that leg straight, side to side. So important to do the active warm-up. Switch sides, front to back. Side to side. Woo! 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 All right. Knee circles. Those knees need a little love. The great thing about these knee circles that I like is that you actually are getting a little ankle warm up here too. And then you got to do your ankle circles. So you can see. Really scoop it in. Scoop up those ankles. Change feet. Oh, ooh, look at that. Can you hear that? That's my left ankle. When I was a kid, I got that ankle stuck in a bicycle spoke. I was riding on the back of my sister's bicycle and I was like, yeah, and then put my foot in. I had to wear a cast for many, many, many months. And it itched, man. I remember those casts really itch. When it was healing, you're like, oh, it's so itchy. Get the tops of those feet. Okay, our four-corner drill. Let's grab your foot, kick it out in front of you. Option is to just kick your foot out and reach. Grab your foot, reach it out, breathe. And then we're going to come back into here. Grab your foot and reach out. Open it. Open those hips. And then let's reach back. And kick that back foot back as we reach forward and reach that arm out in front of you. Unwind. Let's go into our lotus pose. If you want to do tree pose, you can do tree pose. If you want to do lotus pose, you can do lotus. Either or. Breathe into it. Just above or below the knee, not on your knee. I'm going to give you all a bonus one. If you're grabbing your foot, grab your foot and reach. Whoop. Reach out. Oh, and try to rotate and open. If you're not grabbing your foot, just try to reach this way. Just a tough little rotation there too. Let's grab our foot. Reach that foot out. Breathe in. And then grab that foot, reach it out, open it up, grab it back around, reach back, reach out in front of you. Breathe into it. Unwind. Woo! Woo. Grab the back of that foot, breathe. And then reach out again. Try to do this one. Rotate, rotate, rotate. It's a good one to add. I like to do those a couple times a day, actually, just to really get your blood flow moving. Definitely doing the warm-up once a day is such an important element. I'm going to try to have some other people do different warm-ups and learn some different warm-ups so I can bring it to you guys as well. But for now, we have that. So now, our workout, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Here is the sequence. We are going to do burpees for our first round. I know, I'm mean. So for your burpees, make sure you get that nice squat. Place your hands down, pop your feet down. Notice how I didn't sag down here. You want to be up here, and then you're going to come up, squat, and reach up. Okay? So the most important part about these are the squat and then the sit back and the reach. In real time, it looks like this. Burpees, up. And 20 seconds is probably enough to do between 8 and 12, right? Somewhere between 8 and 12 is probably a good pace. If you need to do 6, do 6. That's totally fine. We're going to alternate burpees with the lunge with a twist. Our favorite, going down into that frog pose, we're coming in to the lunge. You're going to rotate and open. Frog, lunge, open. Frog, lunge, open. So burpees 20 seconds, 10 seconds rest, frog, lunge, twist, burpees, frog, lunge, twist. Okay? Here we go. Can y'all see this? Let's see. There we go. Here we go. 20 seconds on. Here we go. Burpees. And go. Ten seconds rest. We're going into that lunge next. I'll switch sides. Lunge. And time. Get ready for burpees again. Woo! Burpees. And time. Get ready for that lunge. Give us a little chug. Here we go. Get that pace that you can do. Keep it up. And time. Woo! Halfway. Keep it up. Burpees. Get that nice squat. You got this. Here we go. Back to that lunge. Oh. I messed this one up.
Workout reset.
Cycles are 8. Sorry about that, guys. Get an extra rest. I don't think you mind.
Starting your Tabata workout.
Halfway. Here we go.
Exercise.
Not quite. Oh, a little more than halfway. We only have one more of these after this. One more of each one after this. Back to burpees. And woo! One more. And time. Woo! One down. Let's reset this thing. That's what it was. I put 8 I put the sets in the cycles on accident. All right. Round 2. We have our lateral lunge to hip flexion. So we're just going to the side, coming up, freeze. To the side, coming up, freeze. Side, freeze. 20 seconds on the right side, then 20 seconds on the left side. Here we go. Right side first.
Exercise.
Really try to engage your core as you come up. And time. Switch sides, getting ready. Exhale your air out and then see if you can flex, get that core engagement as you come through. It's a draw in and a push at the same time. You can't just draw in. A lot of people just say just draw in. Just drawing in does not allow the rest of your abdominal wall to activate. You want the draw in first to activate your transverse abdominis. And time. Right side now. This is the easier round. Right side, here we go. And up. And time. Left side. And go. And time. Back to right side. 4 down. Halfway there. These are really great for you to work for outside because you go sideways sometimes. You don't want that knee to blow when you go sideways. So you got to train yourself to go sideways. Lateral movements, so important. Time, take a rest, get to that left side. So important. And go. And time. Last one, each side. Right side first. Try to keep that pace. What were you doing? Point that toe towards the front of the room. Reach that butt back. Keep that torso up so that you got that core nice and tight and reach. These are the last one. Keep that form up. Make sure you get that freeze. And time. The good part about doing Tabata is this. Once you're done with that exercise, you're done. You don't got to do it anymore. In 3, 2, and go. Reach that butt back. You got it. And time. Good work. Okay. Round 3, almost at just kind of halfway there. We're gonna go with high knees, just coming up, just getting those knees nice and high. We're gonna run in place 20 seconds, then you're gonna come down for the other 20 seconds, and we're gonna just do a rocker push. So we're going here, push. You can either do it with your knees down on the ground, or you can do it with your knees lifting on the ground, or you can go right back into that frog and push. There's no shame in going backwards. If you want to try to do a couple without your knees, totally fine. Go backwards, meaning if you need to go back and regress into knees, that's totally cool. Really important is to get those elbow pits facing forward and those ribs, those elbows hugging your ribs. Your push should look like this when you're doing it. This kind of push, it's great. It can damage your rotator cuff. It's nice to get, work your pec, but you're gonna get some pec when you're doing this way too. It's actually a fallacy to do the other way. Here we go. Oh, high knees, my bad. The earth away from you. Trying to really push the earth away from your ground, away from the ground. And drop down. Get ready. Get that rocker, and when you're doing the rocker, try to get as many as you can. Elbows hugging in. And time. Stand on up. Give yourself a chug. Get ready. High knees again. High knees. Go. Purpose of high knees is keep that heart rate up. These are the 20 second on, 10 seconds off is specifically for cardiovascular training. Cardiovascular, aerobic, and anaerobic. And time. Dropping it down. Round 2 of the rocker. Really push through. And time. Halfway. Give that breath some love. High knees, go. And time, drop it down. Give that breath some love. Round 3 of these, and go.
Exercise.
Keep that round. Make sure those elbows are hugging in. If you need to go down to the next level, that's okay.
Rest.
And time. Last one. Doing it.
Exercise.
Get those high knees. Good. And time. Okay. Last rocker. Here we go.
Exercise.
Hey, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So, for our round 4, we're going up, down, all the way up, and then all the way back down. So you're going from a kneeling to lunge and back down. And then bring that leg back too. Really important. Right side, 20 seconds on. Right side, 20 seconds on. Left side. Whew. It's hot today. Okay, here we go. Right side first. Here we go. Hello? Oh, here we go. And go.
Exercise.
Right leg up. Right.
Rest.
And time. 20 seconds. 10 seconds, rather. Switching sides, getting ready. And go.
Exercise.
Really good for hiking, for backpacking, climbing. These are so good. Just depends on what your workout routine is like, what your outdoor activity is like, and time. Whew, feeling it. Round. Drive through. If you don't have stairs, this is a really good one, or a box. You can always do these if you don't have a box for any of the box step up exercise. It's not the same, but it's pretty good. It's actually a little harder. Okay, now we're going to left leg up.
Exercise.
How's those glutes? We're getting those booties. Get those booties working. Don't want to get that no booty. You want that booty. And time. Whew, 2 down, 2 more to go. Each side. Here we go. Right leg up first.
Exercise.
Hands can go on your hips, hands can come up to the middle, or hands can go on top of your head. Top of your head is the most difficult. Actually, really, arms above your head is the most difficult if you want to try that.
Rest.
And time. Wait, left side.
Exercise.
Glutes are on fire. Keep it up. And time. Switching sides, last two. Right sides first.
Exercise. Rest.
Time. Let's go to that left side.
Exercise. Rest.
And time. Y'all ready for the last one? We won't make it too hard. Last one.
Recovery.
We're gonna go and do our hip extensions. You can either go on your back like this and just lift your toes up and lift up. Or you can go up to table, toes up again. Okay, we're gonna alternate this. For those of you that have a pull-up bar, you can alternate. If you don't have a pull-up bar, just keep doing hip flexors. For those of you that can't have a pull-up bar, I just want you to hang. 20 seconds right here, hang. Hey, we're back. All right, here we go. Hip extensions first, and go.
Resuming your Tabata
You can be down here on the ground with me, or you can go up to your hands. I will be going up to my hands on the next one. In time. If you have that pull-up bar, get to that pull-up bar. We're just going and holding. Hold. It's a really good one if you're coming back from a finger injury. Pack those shoulders in. And time. Woo! Try to get those shoulders packed down when you're doing these. Here we go. Hip extensions and go.
exercise.
If you don't have that pull-up bar, you're just doing these. Totally fine. Get the booty is just as important.
Rest.
Time. Come on up. Getting ready. And hold.
Exercise.
Pack those shoulders down.
Rest.
And time. Hip extension.
Exercise. Rest.
And time. Getting ready for that hold. And go.
Exercise.
Pack those shoulders in. Breathe. Give that breath some love. And time. Woo! Last one. Then we got our core and stretches. Only 2 exercises for core.
Exercise.
Hip extension.
Rest.
Last round on the hangs. Really pack your shoulders down and
Exercise.
hold. Get that core nice and tight, pack your shoulders in. And time. Woo! Boom. Bah! You did it. Woohoo! Whew. That was tough. Haven't done a Tabata in a minute. Forgot how hard those were. All right, so now we're gonna come down. We're gonna do our core. So for our core exercise, we're gonna do plank with one arm reach. So you're here, and I want you to reach out. Try to rotate your body as little as possible when you're doing that reach out too. Just try to reach. 30 seconds. David, what I mean by packing your shoulders in, when your shoulders are out of socket, your shoulders are out of socket when you're coming out like this. When I say pack your shoulders in, I mean pull your shoulders down like this. So what happens when you do a pull is as you're holding on, you can just let your whole shoulder complex relax. When I say pack your shoulders in, I'm saying push your shoulders down like this as you're basically using your lower trapezius to pull your shoulder joint into socket. That is probably the most architecturally sound position for your shoulder to be in. So you're just packing that in like this. If I was really good, I wouldn't have any elbow bend like that. Yeah, cool. All right, let's do the last round. We're gonna do our plank with reach, and then we're gonna do our double crunch. So double crunch looks like this, touching your knees to your elbows, and you're coming back down. We're just doing 30 seconds. I have my timer right here. I'm gonna give 30 seconds for each one, 3 rounds. Here we go. Plank first, and go. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. In time, let's switch sides. Or switch to your back. Double crunch in 3, 2, and go. And time. Woo! Woo! Those are tough. 30-second rest, and we're going to go right to it. Starting off with a plank. Getting up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Reach. Reach. You can widen your stance if you find yourself shifting too much. That'll help. Press through your shoulder when you're doing that. Three, 2, 1. Double crunch. Getting ready. 3, 2, and go. And 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten seconds. 3, 2, and okay. Double crunch, last one. Here we go. 3, 2, and go. If you want to make it harder, make your feet go farther out. 5, 3, 2, and time. Woo. Yeah. Good work. Let's do our stretches, shall we? So let's start our stretches out. In our lunge position, let's pull that lunge, pull that hip forward as you push your back heel back. Breathe into that right there. Breathe. Shift that back foot back as you shift this knee forward. We're trying to basically pull this leg this way and that back leg back that way. Knee down, flip that back foot. As you shift forward, as you dig that back foot back, reach that arm up into the sky. And then let's come back down, pull that toe towards your shin. That hamstring is super important. That's why I have two versions of it. One with your toes pulled in. Try to round your back as little as possible. I got a round. It's just tough not to have a round. All those flexible people out there are like, oh, I don't need a round. That's easy. Now let's point your toe. And then as you see how my whole body shifted when I did my toe pointed. That's why there's two versions. Now let's shift that weight forward. Grab that back foot. You can always do a standing quad stretch if this is too much for you. And just shift your weight forward. You're really trying to work on putting the pressure on your right hand, your left foot, and pull. Unwind back into this one on the other side. Flatten that back, push that back heel back as you shift your knee forward. Breathe into it. If you have a block or you're able to go down to your elbows, that's fine. If you can see I have a round already, so I don't really want to go down. My hips aren't that open. Opening up more, breathe. And then shift that foot down, flip that foot up as you reach up to the sky. Straight. Breathe into it. Really shift. Flexor. You want to really shift. And then let's pull that toe towards that shin as we open up our hamstrings. Oh yeah. That hamstring just got deeper. Point that toe. Open it up. Breathe into that. Yeah. Give that breath some love. Let's bend that knee. Shift forward. Grab that foot. As you shift forward, really push through. I'm really trying to drive my hip forward when I'm doing this. This is good. If you really want to pull, you can pull too. That's also a good one to get your quad. But really, I find that it's so much more if you're just leaning forward more and shifting your hip forward. It's easy to pull this one for a little bit more, but it's harder to push your hips forward. The hips forward is so important. Unwind yourself. Let's do another hip opener. The last hip opener, the frog. We're going to open up our hips here. I hate this one. I'm not going to lie to you. I really hate this one, but it's so good that I have to do it every once in a while. Squeeze your hips to the ground, like really squeeze. Give yourself a 5-second count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then open up your hips a little bit more. Oh, and then even shift your weight back a little as you open again. And then squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's open the left side now. and open up those hips. Oh man, hip flexors, man. The hip complex just needs some more. We don't open it enough throughout our day, especially if you're just sitting in a chair or if you're walking. We got to really open up those hips to keep them open, because as you get older, those joints tighten and then you start end up with a lot of other problems. So this is just maintenance, really. Hopefully I can get a little farther. Squeeze 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Open up. Truly, truly, the fountain of youth lies in your flexibility. That is physically and your mental flexibility as well, right? So it's a very interesting and true state. Flexible is not just your physical body, but the other bodies as well. Okay, let's go into our up dog. This one I'm gonna put my toes on the ground, and I'm gonna not have my knees on the ground as I reach up and roll your shoulders back. And then we're gonna go up into our down dog. In your down dog, push through your index finger and your thumb as you extend and reach. Breathe into that. Shift. Bend your left knee as you shift and push. Push that heel down. Get that heel down in your right side. And then switch sides. Push. Push that heel down on the left side. How does that feel? How do your hamstrings, how do your hips, your calves and hamstring feel? Both down together now. Breathe into it. Now let's drop down into our child's pose. And let's reach for our lats. Really get your lats open here. Breathe into it. You can do a little wiggle. That's helpful. Now let's reach up that left arm and then rotate and open as you push. Now, when you're doing the thread the needle stretch, try to take this top hand and push as you reach this hand out. It's really important. You're trying to basically wring out your shoulder complex when you're doing this. Really push as you reach and then sit your butt down. Same thing, go to the other side. Push and then reach and sit butt down. Try not to lift that shoulder off the ground. Keep that entire shoulder on the ground as you reach that arm out in front of you. And then let's unwind. Woo. Chest stretch. Go down to your chest. Open up your chest like so. And we're going to do our scorpion. So you're going to scorpion open as you push. It's not about putting your foot down. That's not what this one's about. This one's about getting your chest open. So you have that bent arm at 90 degrees. You can also adjust that bent arm. Mine's not quite at 90 degrees when I'm doing this. Push with this arm. Push with your right arm as you reach with your right leg. And then when you switch sides, push with your left arm as you reach with your left leg. Really focusing on opening up your entire shoulder complex. And then let's unwind. Woo. Great work, guys. Okay, we're gonna go onto our back and then we're gonna do our Shavasana. So, first thing I want to do that twist. Get onto your back. Give your knees a hug. Give it a couple circles. Massage out that low back. We've been kind of mean to it a little bit today. Doing all those up downs. Just get it out. Grab your left foot. Pull it in. That hip should be relatively open now. You can move your psoas out of the way. And as you open up here, I want you to grab your left knee with your right side and then rotate it out to the other side. If you get that spinal twist in there. And then come back into center. Grab your right knee and then rotate to the left side with your left arm. Try to keep your shoulder on the ground as much as possible when you're doing this too. Super important. And then unwind. Grab both knees again, give it a little hug. Grab your feet too if you want. Do a little happy baby. Thanks for joining, guys. Hope you enjoyed this class. Sorry about the internet. cutting in and out. I appreciate all of you coming to class. I hope you can utilize this as a tool. Please tell your friends, let them know that the class is going on, give them a link to the video of the workout that you did. All those things are helpful. And just like always, I will have a new video every Friday about the outdoors so that you can watch some outdoor adventures or tips of how you can get outside. I'm going to try to get people outside. Good to see you, David. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys on Thursday for your 90, 60, 30, which is not going to change. See you guys.